Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 260 of Unboxing Wednesdays for comics arriving in stores on Wednesday, October 21st, 2015. Oh, Ricky, it's a sad day. Last night the Blue Jays got pummeled by the Kansas City Royals.
Crazy pummel.
They got punished so bad that in the last inning, instead of like taking another pitcher out of their bullpen to like and use up that pitcher and possibly not have them available the next start, they took somebody who they normally use as a shortstop. You know, shortstop, right? You know all the positions. That makes a lot of sense. They took somebody who was going to be usually their shortstop and had them pitch.
Is that like a bad thing? Is that like a
well, it just means that there was at that point there was no hope of like coming back from that. So why waste another pitcher, right?
I guess.
But they can win the next 3 games in a row and still be okay.
So they did last time.
So I'm going to the game today. So hopefully
give them luck.
Give them some luck. We'll see. But anyway, we've got a lot to get to. It's another week of all new, all different Marvel. Lots of DC variants and Marvel variants and a lot of other great stuff. Let's get to it. Ricky, open some boxes. Alright, we got some pop figures to show you today. Restocked on Sherlock. And a new one that we've got today is Irene Adler. From the Munsters, we have Grandpa Munster, and from Wacky Races by Hanna-Barbera, we've got Dick Dastardly. We've got Snape from Harry Potter and Captain Hook from Once Upon a Time. From Fallout, we have the Lone Wanderer, Vault Boy, and Feral Ghoul. Snoopy and Woodstock from the Peanuts, and Doc Hudson from Cars. And then we've restocked on Deadpool once again. Here's the new Swamp Thing DC Essentials figure. Here's the Bombshells Catwoman statue. And the Awesome Item of the Year award goes to the DC animated Batmobile, which is awesome. It has the lights light up. And this is really cool. Any hardcore Batman fan needs to have this in their collection. This starts at $99.99 US. In Canada, of course, it'll be quite a bit more. Not a bad price, in my opinion, for such an awesome collectible. New in the collected editions today is Teen Titans Earth 1 Volume 1. We've got Transformers More Than Meets the Eye Volume 8. And new in all of its hardcover glory today is Grant Morrison's Multiversity story. Alright, from Valiant Comics today we have Rye, issue number 11. Voltron from the Ashes, number 2. The Fade Out, number 10. Doctor Who, the 10th Doctor, number 2. The 9th Doctor, number 4. Eternal Soulfire, number 4. Beauty, number 3. From Dark Horse we have The Steam Man, number 1. A new one from Vertigo, it's Clean Room, number 1. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, number 20. From Dark Circle we have The Shield, number 1. Invincible Reboot, question mark, part 1 of 3. Invader Zim issue 4 has these two awesome covers. Fiona and Cake Card Wars number 4. Sonic the Hedgehog issue 277. Mega Man number 64. The Paybacks number 2. Danger Girl Renegade issue number 2. I'm going to show you the sketch cover here. Now IDW is doing an interesting thing this month. Their theme for this month are artist editions. And their covers are reflecting that. So it's hard to pick up on camera here, but you can kind of see that the instead of being a pure white blank sketch cover, they've kind of got it looking like it's been dirtied up, like an artist is actually working with it. So that is kind of cool. Adds a little bit of a layer of texture to it that you wouldn't see otherwise. Same goes for Star Trek issue 50. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic number 35. Here's the artist edition cover and the artist edition variant. Here's the Transformers 46 artist edition variant. And here's Back to the Future number 1. Fun fact, everyone, today is the day, actually this time, been a bunch of memes going around for years saying that, oh, today is the day where Marty went forward into the future. But that day is actually today, October 21st, 2015. Sadly, our 2015 looks nothing like the 2015 of Marty's timeline. I mean, sure, things looked a little out of control with Biff running the whole city and having that big casino in the middle of the Hill Valley, but I mean, the hoverboards were cool, right? And they had like those ties that were like double knotted ties that were really weird. I think we could still make that happen. There's still a few months left in the year. But anyway, Back to the Future has a few covers. This is one of them here. Here's another cover. This is the Back to the Future regular cover, the Artist Edition cover. And this is the awesome Artist Edition variant. Moving on to DC Comics, we've got Teen Titans Go number 12, Black Canary number 5. Here's the Black Canary number 5 variant cover. Kind of looks like iZombie, and that's because it's by the iZombie artist, Michael Allred. Injustice Gods Among Us Year 4 number 12. Here's Secret 6 number 7, Green Lantern The Lost Army number 5, Wonder Woman number 45. Here is the Wonder Woman Monster variant. Superman Wonder Woman number 22. Here's the Superman Wonder Woman variant. Teen Titans number 12. Here's the Teen Titans Green Lantern tribute cover. Batman Arkham Knight Genesis number 3. Martian Manhunter number 5. Gotham Academy number 11. Just in time for the new Supergirl series that starts October 26th. We've got a Supergirl special edition. This is issue number 1. This reprints Supergirl issue number 1 from the new 52 relaunch. Oh, and best thing about this is it's only $1. Here's the Justice League 45 variant. We actually didn't get our shipment of regular copies of Justice League 45 this week, so our customers will have to wait a little bit. But here's the variant for your viewing pleasure. Titans Hunt issue number 1. This is a new one from DC Comics and one that I know Titans fans have been waiting for. Here is the Titans Hunt variant by Jim Lee. And then finally today from DC we have Batman and Robin Eternal issue number 3. Alright, moving on to Marvel. We've got Agents of Atlas issue number 1. Here is the Agents of Atlas variant cover. We've got Weird World issue number 5 coming to its conclusion as far as the Secret Wars world goes. This has been hands down one of the most beautifully illustrated books I think in the history of comics, and I don't think I'm exaggerating there. If you haven't been reading Weird World, written by Jason Aaron and illustrated by Mike Del Mundo, it's amazing. It's just visually stunning. Good news is, for those of you who appreciate awesome artwork in comics, Weird World is continuing in the all-new, all-different Marvel Now universe. ARKHAM will not be the main character of the new book going forward, but the good news is Mike Del Mundo is on the art for that book as well. So be sure to pick that up when it hits stores this winter. S.H.I.E.L.D. issue 11. Invincible Iron Man issue number 2. Here's the Invincible Iron Man variant by Walt Simonson. Age of Apocalypse number 5. What If Infinity Guardians of the Galaxy number 1. Darth Vader number 11. Star Wars Shattered Empire number 4. Here is the movie variant and the regular variant. Speaking of Star Wars, guys, what did you all think of the Star Wars trailer that was on a couple nights ago? Freaking amazing, right? I can't wait for the movie. My friend Clive already got me tickets. We're going to go see it on the preview night. Those of you who've been watching the show for a while, you know who Clive is. So shout out to Clive, and I can't wait to sit in the theater and cry like a man in his mid-30s should when watching a Star Wars movie. Back to the Marvel books, we've got Karnak number 1. This is touted to be a big book. Karnak, a character that hasn't been overly successful in the past as far as Marvel Comics goes, gets his own title here and gets the help of the writing of Warren Ellis. So this is going to be a huge deal. A lot of you are familiar with Warren Ellis, of course, for you know, much of his work that he's done with Marvel Comics, especially stuff like Astonishing, X-Men, most recently with Moon Knight, which was a very critically acclaimed series. So now he's going to try to do it all again with Karnak. A lot of variants for Karnak. Here's one. Here's the hip-hop variant, the design variant. Here is the Zafino variant. I love that they're giving Karnak a hoodie. The Scotty Young variant, Jim Chung variant, and the Eric Powell variant. Next up, we've got Uncanny Inhumans issue number 1. We've got a bunch of variants for this one as well. Here we go. This one looks like Jim Chung as well, and it appears to be a fold-out variant. Here is the hip-hop variant, the cosplay variant, the beautiful Adi Granum variant. Here is the non-fold-out version of that Jim Chung cover, the blank variant, the design variant, and the Scotty Young variant. Here is the Astonishing Ant-Man number 1. Here's the hip-hop variant, the cosplay variant, the Scotty Young variant, the Mike Allred variant, the blank variant, and I think this one's by Trad Moore, but I'll just call it the broccoli variant. And finally for Marvel today we have Amazing Spider-Man issue number 2. Here is the Giuseppe Camuncoli variant, and this is the Paulo Rivera Kirby Monster variant.
Alright, prize time. Last week we were giving out a copy of Spider-Gwen number 1, and I asked you guys if you could be in a comic-themed band, what would you call it? What kind of music would you play? We got some hilarious answers. Ken Ives says my band would be called Annihilus, and we would do death metal songs about the negative zone. That'd be the best. Some like really heavy sludge metal. Yeah. Charlie McCabe said I would call it Chimichangas, and they would play Mexican music. That's fantastic. I would watch them. Also, chimichangas are really good. I've only recently started getting into them. If you haven't had one, you should have one. B8BB88 said I'd be in a band called The Sex Criminals, and we'd play hair metal, only instead of using a lot of hairspray and mousse to keep our hair stiff and sticking straight up, we'd all use something a little bit more spermy. I honestly don't know why he put that in. It seems like a band that uses their own excretions for hair gel just doesn't seem to vibe with me. It seems to be almost criminal in nature. So maybe it's a very appropriate name. I don't know. Sub-Zero said Rise of the Alpacalypse or Arriving Alpacalypse. He says something related to Apocalypse in the upcoming X-Men movie. To be honest, that is actually a variant name used by my band since we always give a different answer to each show whenever we are asked. Dude, you have a band and you haven't been posting the vids? I want to see your band post a vid right now. I want to see Rise of the Alpacalypse. Now, before I get to the winner, I want to comment on this comment here. Mark Stevenson said, why do you keep having that idiot combing his beard in the background? Well, because I work here, I guess. And also because beard combs are awesome. And I don't know what to say to you there. Thank you for commenting, I guess. But the winner goes to Mark Walker, who said, our band would be called The Variants. Obviously, we would play cover songs, but we would always have Scotty Young as a guest star. Fantastic. Using the Scotty Young. Love it. I wouldn't even be surprised if Scotty Young can play an instrument, and he'd definitely be in that band. So congratulations, Mark Walker. You win a copy of Spider-Gwen number 1. Alright, so this week what we're giving out is a copy of Karnak number 1, because I personally think this book is going to be flippin' wicked. Not just regular wicked, flippin' wicked. Now we all know that Karnak, well, maybe you don't know, but Karnak, he can see the weakness in anything and exploit it with his martial arts skills. So, you know, you can see a wall, be like, oh, there's a weak point in that wall, pow! And explode that wall. Or you could look at a guy's femur and explode that guy's femur with a single touch. So what I want to know from you this week is, what is your weakness? If you were to come up to Karnak, what would he do, or what would he say to destroy you? Personally, my weakness is chips, potato chips. I would show up ready to kick Karnak's ass, and he would throw some chips in the air, and I'd have no choice but to crumble at his feet as I eat said chips. So let us know what your weakness is, and you could win a copy of Karnak number 1.
Alright everybody, that is it for this week. Thank you once again for watching. Ricky, what were your impressions on the Star Wars trailer?
It was pretty awesome. I'm a little worried that they're going to rely too heavily on nostalgia. And it'll be like, yeah, let's just get with the new stuff here. But they're like, no, but remember, like, this? And it's like Darth Vader's mask. And you're like, yeah, I do. Okay, let's move on. And it's like, no,
There's going to be a bunch of Easter eggs in there, right?
Remember this? And it's like R2-D2's skull. And you're like, stop. Just
R2-D2's skull? What? You mean Darth Vader's skull?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whoever's skull.
Big Star Wars fan over here. Alright, so...
we didn't talk about the huge election here in Canada.
Yeah, we have a new Prime Minister here in Canada.
That's exciting.
He says, I think he ran on a platform of comics for everybody, didn't he?
There's that picture of him at Montreal Comic Con with stormtroopers.
He's
been arrested.
He is a nerd. He's been to a Comic-Con. I mean, Barack Obama, when he came in office, said he liked Spider-Man. But do you think he ever went into the Comic-Con?
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, and the cool thing about Justin Trudeau, our new Prime Minister, is we've actually seen him just grow up in the spotlight. So there's a lot of weird pictures of him online.
There's a lot of great pictures.
So I feel bad for him.
There was one. Did you see the John Oliver show last week where they showed his party trick of falling down the stairs?
I was like, what?
It was like, what? Your party trick is just actually falling down the stairs.
Weird.
I don't know.
But I'm excited.
Alright everybody, thanks so much for watching. Remember that you can connect with us on any of the websites you see listed here on the screen. Check out Comic Boxer. Yeah, I didn't do a commercial for Comic Boxer today. Gave you guys a little bit of a break. And also check out Louie's Recap podcast. You see the links to both of those down in the description below. And we'll see you guys all next time for episode 261. Take care everyone. Enjoy your comics this week.